Got you,
Perfect
girl.
segue to our next story, the Dua Lipa story. So this story has to do with age gap. You
Dua
just said
Lipa.
that, Vinny, you're 45, you would
Yeah.
date a 95-year-old.
No
So you would
doubt.
do 50-year age gap.
100%.
But you need to be in the will for as low as 100 grand.
Just 100.
At least 100 grand.
At least.
We
At
gotta
least
talk about
minimum.
that number.
Okay.
Minimum.
Anyway, we're gonna have a conversation about ideal age gap between a relationship. Pull up this Dua Lipa story. So I'm gonna go on the record here. If this girl's ever single again,
That's your type.
I would take
Dua
down a Dua Lipa.
And
No
I never
doubt.
even heard. What was she?
You've never heard of Dua
never
Lipa?
heard of
You don't
her.
know Dua Lipa?
I sort of got.
She's
Surprising,
massive.
yeah.
Is she in her
singer.
90s? And I
You know
don't
all
who
the
hell she
music.
is.
No. Is she in her 90s? I'm not interested. Okay. So she is 27. Pull up this headline.
Yeah.
So show a picture.
Could you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, she's
So
gorgeous.
you've never seen her face, Vinny?
I swear to God, no.
I'm disappointed in you, Vinny.
Yeah.
I'm apologizing.
She's kind of a queen.
Okay. Does anybody know a song?
Yeah.
If
One,
you don't
pick up
wanna
the phone.
leave.
She's the only one to call when he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him
Oh,
in.
that's her?
Yep,
So
that's
she's a
her.
singer. I got that moon. I got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's her?
Yes.
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah.
Point.
Thank you for being awake,
Point.
Vinny.
Thank you.
All that dementia
old.
drugs you're
Too
hanging
young.
out with.
Exactly.
So Dua Lipa's gorgeous, 27 years old.
Wow.
Her boyfriend, her newest boyfriend, Roman Gavras, he's a French director. He's 41 years old. He's my age. So right in the running with this man. So her net worth, by the way, 35 million and increasing. His net worth is only 5 million. So that means there's a 14-year age gap and a 30 million wage gap going on right there. So I actually think that 41-year-old dude, 27-year-old chick, actually perfecto. You know,
Wage.
what's the thing, that age gap, not wage. What's the thing they say? Take a man's age, divide by 2. So if you're 40, divide by 2
20.
plus 7.
Wow, so it's perfect.
27.
So
You
they
ever
hit
heard
the
this?
nail on the.
You guys
okay.
ever heard this thing before?
No. So we're dating like 12.
Take a man's age,
Divided by 2.
divide by 2. So he's 40, let's say, divide by 2. For all you mathematicians out there,
20.
that's 20. Now add 7.
27.
So a 40-year-old man should be with a 27-year-old woman. That's what it says.
So I need a
We're good.
29. I need a 29
So
and
you
a
need
half
someone
year
in
old.
their late 20s, early 30s.
But can I go a little bit young? Like, does it
You're
matter? if
going
it's
95. You're going to get 100
Yeah, but I'm
grand.
just
You're
saying,
done.
just in case.
Okay. So ladies, I'm okay with that. That's fine. So for me, I've been all over the map these days. I was the oldest girl I've ever dated was the last girl I dated, 33.
Oh, yeah.
And she was a little too experienced for me, if you know what I'm saying.
Whoa.
And then I went down to a 21-year-old. I'm like,
That's too.
a little young. So
too
I
young.
think for me, from my early 40s, divide by 2, that's 20 plus 7, 27, 28. You're talking my
Beautiful,
language.
beautiful.
All right. Ladies, with that being said, anyone married here? Anyone in a serious relationship here? Perfect. Oh, did you just raise your hand, Nat?
I did.
Keep your shit quiet, girl.
Natalia.
Gabby,
Yes.
what's the oldest man you would date and what's the youngest man you would date age gap wise? Age gap wise. So you're
I'm 33.
33, okay? You're my limit, by the way. You're my
I
limit.
know. You like cringed a little bit when you said you're like 30.
No, I thought this 33 rule was great, but she had a little too much experience. Not so much sexually,
It's
just
drama. Previous
just
drama experience.
been there, done that. We're good. What's the oldest you would date and what's the youngest you would date as a 33-year-old supermodel?
I'm not a supermodel. But I would say,
I think you're
cat
super
Model. I try to hype you up a little bit. Try to
thank
make you,
you.
you know,
It's very
model.
kind of you.
Anyone,
Sell me.
model. Every bitch is a model. 30 supermodel.
I appreciate that.
Oldest you would date.
Oldest? Probably 45.
45. Okay. Youngest you would date.
Well, that's all that hits on me right now. So it's like 25 and 26-year-olds.
Now, would you date them?
Well, my best friend Z is here, and she has had some choice of words. But I think it depends if they have it together. It's questionable.
So what's the youngest you would date?
25, 26,
I'm
I
not
guess.
saying that you would go on a date with and have some, fun.
Yeah.
You would actually be with.
Realistically, I don't think it'd be possible to really like full on date a 25, 26-year-old, because if I want kids in the next couple of years, are they going to want to have kids at that young of an age? So I do take that genuinely into consideration. But if we did align and we were aligned on like future planning and things like that, I could probably go like 26, 27.
So there's a big difference between a 25-year-old and a 45-year-old.
1,000%, but
Okay,
also I've dated.
I've been 25, haven't been 45 yet. And I can tell you, as a 40-year-old,
and I've dated a
25s are not
and
ready for what you're looking for.
I agree, but I've dated a 40-year-old who acts like he's 12. So it's like it
You
just
need to write
depends.
down on paper, Gabby. This is Adam, the fucking
did.
teacher
I
right now.
have a notes
You need to
app.
write it down on paper and say, this is what I'm looking for.
I did.
He needs to be 6'2". He needs to be of age. He needs to be 21 and older in order to drink. He needs to be this height. He needs to bring this to the table because you need some clarity in your life.
I did. I have all
No,
the
I'm speaking here.
non-negotiables.
Okay, it's fine.
I did. I did.
Non-negotiable. Z, help her out.
She did.
Okay. Sarah, you've been very, very refreshing. You're 20.
20. I'll be 26 next month, so I'm 25 right now.
Happy birthday to B.
Thanks.
Oldest you would date and youngest you would date. Seriously. Don't pull a Gabby and I did a 25-year-old.
Oldest I have dated and would date is 45.
45.
Yes. Cut off.
Okay.
Youngest I would date, seriously, 32 or 33.
Okay,
girl,
so you are
good
not
girl.
dating your age or below.
Absolutely not. I'm
Why
not hooking,
not?
I will not even like hook up my age.
Why is that?
Why? Because they're just not there in a place of like
Okay.
maturity. I don't know. I've always gravitated towards older men. I feel like for me, my preference, I've always dated older.
Got it. Okay.
Great attitude.
Tony, you are 20.
22.
22. Tony. You know that group?
Has done it
Tony,
again.
Tony. What's their favorite? What's their hit song?
Isn't that the song? Has done it again. Tone has done it again.
It feels good.
Feels good. Yeah.
Yep.
What you got for me, Slow
But that's
Jams?
not my jam.
It feels good.
I'll come to you in a second.
We'll come there, She has a rap
Slow
her
Jams. We're gonna
answer.
sign Slow Jams. Valuetainment labels out here. All right. Oldest you would date and youngest you would date. 22-year-old Tony.
Seriously date? I mean, again, I think love is love, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna
Dream
say,
for me for a second,
Yeah,
Tony.
exactly.
You're on a.
Dream. Jorge, let her
Jorge,
dream.
I mean, oldest.
you're on an island.
It could be like.
You're picking coconuts.
Yes.
You got all your law school books there.
I think 45 is like the max cap, but if I do,
22 and 45. Wow.
well, because you don't know, I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows? But
Double your age.
Double your
but,
delay.
yeah, nothing else.
Double
You
your
could be a
delay.
young 45.
Yeah.
You're a young 41.
Yeah.
The
hell
older
yeah.
men get,
42.
the hotter they
You
get
too.
Take vitamins.
Yeah.
So I
take
do agree
my,
with that. But also, I agree.
Silver foxes are sexy, yes or no?
Yeah.
Vinny, speaking of, yeah, look at him.
Yes, Adam.
Are silver vixens, silver-haired women
Once,
sexy?
yeah, to be honest with you,
He
I'm
likes
start-
90-year-olds.
Yeah, they're just silver. No, but like the girl that was on the airplane, like she had
She
little-
dyed her hair.
But if she let it just go, yeah, I like. Listen,
Gray-haired women are not
like the
sexy.
face.
Gray-haired men are
Vinny
sexy.
that.
Sorry.
Don't ask Vinny.
Sorry. So you'd go 45, and then how young would you go? Don't tell me that 16-year-old story again, bro.
never again.
Fucking dare.
I would say my age, but I still wouldn't want to. I would want to go at least 25 and up, just
Okay.
because, like you were, I mean, girls tend to date older because it's just fact that men grow up slower than women, and a guy my age really, realistically, is 18 years old at heart. So
The brains develop.
it's just
our brains
we
develop
dealt
differently.
with it our whole
Yeah,
life.
well, we're much more mature.
Yeah.
Emotionally, like, or
Yes.
mentally.
More,
mentally.
okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Danny, by the way, she's on a show called Jewish Matchmaking on Netflix.
Say it again.
I'm gonna go
Subscribe
watch
to
the show.
Netflix.
gotta
Check
watch it.
Danny
I know,
out.
now I have to watch it.
I will actually.
Danny,
watch
I
it.
was
Episode
told
5
I
is my
needed to
favorite.
plug your show at least 3 times.
Did you watch my show, Adam?
Yeah.
No.
That was definitely not
I've been in
it.
goddamn Romania. I couldn't even watch the
He hasn't
Heat
done
game
it
in
yet.
Romania.
Yeah.
I
Your mom would be proud.
yeah, that's true. My mom's I'm gonna bring I'm taking my mom on vacation tomorrow. Going to Israel.
Are you going to Israel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, back to you, because it's not about me. We can answer my questions in a little bit. Danny, Jewish Matchmaker on Netflix. Check it out right now. It's coming to theaters near you. What's the oldest you would date? What's the youngest you would date?
I would say oldest is like 43.
Okay.
I'm out.
Great sound effects.
Oh, Jorge.
Vincent.
No, I'm writing notes for. I have an
Okay.
answer. Yeah, I'm not texting. Just
I mean, I don't know. There also could be like, you could
Youngest.
be young at heart. So
mid-40s.
mid-40s.
Okay.
Youngest I would date is probably my age,
And you're 27.
27.
Okay. So you would go.
A mature 27.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, very hard to find.
Very hard to find.
So what Gabby will do is find the most mature 26, 27-year-old that she's been fucking
Pass
around
it
with.
to me.
Pass it to your ass. You're getting those
I'll train 'em well for
leftovers.
you.
Getting those leftovers.
I'll set you up for
Dunskies.
success.
You find a Jewish matchmaker, 6'3" and over. Throw it Gabby's way. Now you guys are running game.
This is teamwork.
Now you guys are running
Girls
game.
go together.
Slow jams.
Great teamwork.
What's the oldest that you would date, and what's the youngest you would date?
You want me to rap it or want me to say it?
Do whatever you want to do.
I
Yeah,
love
that she's committed.
You can rap it, you could say it, you could spray it, or whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna do both, so I'll be in and out like Dr. Seuss about it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Basically, so the oldest I've dated and have dated was 49. He was really nice. He know how to crack my spine.
Ooh.
He know how to crack a bottle, pour
You
out
know how
some
to
wine.
crack what?
Crack
my
her spine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pay
that's.
attention.
Crack my spine. He could crack a bottle.
I feel like that's something in the black culture. That's a good thing.
That's good.
In the white
yeah,
culture,
yeah.
you're going to a chiropractor. Okay, respect.
gotta go
Crack that spine.
So funny.
Okay.
But yeah, crack my spine, crack a bottle, pour out some wine. The young guys are not really like worth my time too much. I'm 25. I don't really date anything or try not to even look at anything that's under 30. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and that's it. 30 to I guess my new number is 49. So
49.
That's
He's
24
drinking
years,
wine.
yeah.
So fine.
So I-
Cracking your spine.
I love
Shit.
Hey, if I get
Call a
arrested.
chiropractor out here because I'm flowing out there. Okay, Vincent.
So
We know the
you
oldest
my
you would
age
go
is-
is 100 grand, 90
But
something
you guys,
year old.
you guys made a good point earlier. I mean, I was joking about the old thing, but maybe I'm serious. Listen, but you guys were talking about something earlier, Adam, about your friends. You were saying that they ran through all these cars. You know what I'm saying? They went all the
Test
cars.
driven of all the cars.
They test drove this car and the Porsche
Yeah.
and all
They
this.
built the brakes off. They beat the
Built
brakes off them
off
cars.
of all these cars,
Yeah.
right? And this is what I was writing down, but I think I could memorize it at this point. But so they tested all these cars in their 20s, a little early 30s. Now, Adam, that they're older, they pick the car that they want, and now they're chilling, right? I think the problem with the younger 20-year-olds is, Adam, if a girl gets serious with a younger guy, he's still testing all these whips.
Right.
So if he grabs you and is with you, and you love him and it's all good, he's still looking at, look at that Ferrari, look at that thing. And then guess what? While you're
Yep.
doing that, you're home in the garage chilling, and he's out there driving the shit out of all these cars. So I think the guy has to be older to have experienced all these. I love that we're just talking about cars. So
Yeah.
all the cars, the Ferraris, the transmission, the oil, yeah. So I think, no, good point. If you get with the older
Yes.
guy,
Yeah.
and because guys, I was that age, even though I love this girl and I ruined relationships because I was with her, but I just kept looking at, I was like, oh God, I walked into a bar and I
Yes.
wasn't even looking at her. And it sucked, but I'm older now.
I feel like a black woman in church, and I'm like, preach, Vinny.
Preach!
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.